Well, Paul and I kept kind of running into each other award season. He was doing his thing for Crash, and I was nominated for North Country, and we were like the two losers in the back of every alley of every award show smoking cigarettes. And we started, talking to each other and struck up a conversation and a friendship that just kind of lasted during that whole season. And he mentioned this story to me, and he was in the process of writing the script. And I was just flabbergasted that this was a true story and that this had really happened to a family. And then after, I think, about a year, he had emailed me a script one night while he was in Italy, and I read it, and the next day I said, count me in. Well, I play Detective Emily Sanders, who is a single mom who, Paul and I used to joke that she was just kind of looking for a job, and she went to the bank, but they weren't hiring, so she just went next door to the police station and became a traffic cop. But that really kind of set her up for me, because I liked that she was in this kind of like driven, it took a little bit of the earnestness of the detective out of it for me, and the fact that she just had a job and that she wanted to support her child, and then life kind of throws her a curveball, because Hank steps into her life, and what she thinks is just kind of like a high, like kind of a talked about big murder mystery in a small town actually becomes something that she becomes personally invested in. I think the challenge always is to just really, to just never forget why you're there and what you're doing. And especially when you're dealing with something that's based on a true story, you just don't want to ever forget that. And I do feel, maybe it's just a personal thing, but I do feel like I want to always make sure that when I go home at night, I can sleep peacefully knowing that I didn't take advantage of somebody's misfortune or tragedy, and to just always be respectful about that. It was just a gift. It really was. And I would do a film with him in a heartbeat again. I such an admiration for him as an actor, and now that I know him as a human being, I just we work very similarly, actually, which was nice because we had to do so much stuff together, and when you're on a tight schedule, it always helps to have two actors that kind of work very similarly. And it's not that hard when you're in a room with Tommy. Kind of just have to watch and respond, because he's so great. He's so